Greetings, these Funketeers. This is Tim Fielder coming in for a kind of quiet Wednesday, November 19th. Live drawing with Tim Fielder. I'm Tim Fielder. I am also trying to keep it quiet because my mom, who's almost 87, is in the other room and I don't want to disturb her, but that also means I gotta talk a little bit quietly today. I am now streaming, it appears. I'm streaming on YouTube. Let's see what's happening with YouTube here. YouTube is rocking and rolling. Okay. Should be good there. YouTube is working. Yep, YouTube is running. I think YouTube is running. Let's see what happens here. Yep, YouTube is going. Both YouTubes are going, which is great. It's super duper awesome. Let's see what else is. Yep, those are going good. Facebook is now going. Substack, don't touch Substack. Substack is going. Instagram still kind of banned from Instagram, which sucks, but that's the way it goes these days, you know. And it's all good. I can rock with it. I can rock with it. We will get back on track with Substack. With Instagram soon enough. LinkedIn is now going. Wait, hold on. Nope, we're going. LinkedIn is going. Okay, so we're good there. Kick. Let's refresh on Kick there. Kick should be going. Kick is now going. Good. Twitch. Oh, let's refresh on Twitch. Twitch is going. Okay, I'm glad to hear that Twitch is going. And Twitter, I got to upgrade to premium when I get paid again. That's no worries. I'll do that. I may have forgotten to post something on there. That's okay. Do it now. Post were sent. Not a worry. Okay, so Tim Fielder here. Live drawing with Tim Fielder. I'm going to do some drawing here, and we're going to see if this will actually work to TikTok. So we're going to go to, because, you know, I'd been streaming and then weird stuff happened, and then I was wondering what was going on, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening? I don't know how this is going to work. And next thing you know, I figured out how to stream to TikTok, which was good. I did stream to TikTok, but then I had a few issues putting everything together. But I think I'm okay now. I think I'm okay. But I'll have limited ability to. Well, it might not be that limited here. Let's go to chat here. Can we get chat going? Read. Let's see here. Looks like chat is moving. We'll see. I guess it's weird. It's interesting. Read and reply to multiple. Okay, so no one's applied here just yet, but that's okay. That's okay. So what we're going to do here, and I think I'm good here. We are on for about 3 minutes. Okay, that's good. So we're going to move this here so I can monitor my TikTok chat. I think I can monitor my TikTok chat. So we're going to do it here. We'll keep that there so we'll know that's there. Let's see. Other than that, I think we are okay. The only thing that's going to be a little weird is I'm trying to stream with multiple patches of monitors here, and it's getting a bit confusing. But like I said, with Twitch, we might be okay. One of the things I will do, however, oops, no, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Let's go back to inbox here. We don't want to do that. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is go back to my profile view. Okay. All right, and let's see here. I think live there. Oh, we're already live, so we don't have to worry about that. So we should be live on there. I'm not sure, but we'll see. If not, then we'll call it yet another horribly executed attempt to go live. but it's all good. Okay, so let's see here. Here, got that guy there going. Got this guy here going. Let's make that a little bit smaller so we can see, because I got multiple chat windows open, which is good. Oh, okay. That's very good, actually. All right, and here we will keep the window open for, well, it's, I really feel bad about the whole Instagram thing. That's not good. Not good. Not good. Very, very upset. But hey, like I said, they felt like I was about to commit suicide or something like that. It was just crazy. Meaning that I think what it is because I utilize, I do Afrofuturism in my work. Very often, I am doing work that deals with race. As part of it, that's why they call it Afrofuturism. Within a speculative scenario, science fiction scenarios. So what tends to happen is most science fiction, I'm saying most, I'm being really, really generous by saying that, it's like 99% of all science fiction, written and unwritten, only deals with race through proxy. They can't deal with racism direct. And I get why they can't do it. Because it's touchy stuff. It's difficult stuff. And I've dealt with it all my career with the work that I do. So I don't deal with my stuff through proxy. I just do it because that's what my job is. My job is literally to tell these stories that merge the intersection of race, technology, speculative fiction. It can time blend into horror or a psycho horror, I guess you would call that. And that's what I do. And it's literally, what I do. And that sort of thing makes it difficult for people because sometimes, it's like Star Trek. Star Trek doesn't deal with race. The handful of episodes where they kind of sort of deal with race, it's through proxy, meaning they have stand-ins, like the one with Frank Gorshin, the guy who plays the Riddler. It's like one guy's half of his face is black and the other half is white, and he's in this like horrible feud with another race where the other side is black and the other side is white and the other side is white and the other side is black. So it's really kind of ridiculous how it works. But yeah, that's what goes down. So what can I say? And so we do what we do. To activate chat, please enable channels here. Okay, that's where we got here. Need to enable chat? I don't understand how that's working there. Okay, so we got our vertical here. Okay, vertical is selected. I don't necessarily know how. Open a new tab. Restream. Okay, so we're going to see about connecting to the chat here. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that. Okay. All right. I'm not sure what's going on here, but what we're trying to do is to enable chat. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, so that's on there. All right, we're gonna go to chat again. All right, let's try one more time. Hey. Yep. All right, so restream. I am streaming for sure. I am definitely streaming. But what's happening to activate chat? Please enable channel. The channels are enabled. All right, let's take one or two. Okay, we'll go here. All right. Toggle all on. Okay. All right. Okay, I think. Let's see here. Chat. Channels. All right, I don't know. So it looks like Uh, looks like TikTok is active, but I'm not getting any streaming information here, which is interesting. Let's see here. TMMPS. Okay. And if I go here, okay, we got a warning sign on one of them. No, TikTok still seems to be streaming. It's the Instagram one that's going kind of crazy here, but we're not going to worry about it for right now. Let's just do this. We will. Maybe what I need to do is activate a live here. I don't know. This is confusing, guys. I'm sorry about this. Go here. I'm going to hit go live again. I don't know if that's going to work. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, we're not going to worry about it. Alrighty. So I'm live on my iPad here again. And we're going to see how that works. I don't know if that's going to work. Copy paste. I've already copy pasted into my streaming software. I want to stream from my desktop, but I'm not entirely sure necessarily how to do that. Okay, what is that? Okay, ooh, crown. What? Oh, that was something I put on there. I do not know what that is. That is, wow, that is crazy. But you know what the heck? Leave it on there. All right, so chat settings. Here we go. All right, so we got our chat settings here. Let's see, the chat is ready to display messages, parents. Okay, chat settings. Let's click here. Thought I did it. Let's go back to our chat settings again. Open that up there. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but we're not going to worry about it for right now. I just, like I said, pretty crazy how this works, trying to get all this stuff together here. All right, that's on there. Stop current TikTok to enable streaming. Okay, so we're going to go here now. We're going to stop that. We're going to end that now. Okay, so that's ended. So I've done that. Sending data. All right, TikTok's still going. Okay, we're streaming. All right, TikTok live monitor. Oh, wow. Hello all. How you guys doing? No online viewers yet, but I think we might be rocking. Let's see here. Alrighty. So we don't need to worry about that. So I'm Tim Fielder, Diesel Funk Studios artist, and I'm going to be drawing for you guys today. I'm a visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist. I enjoy doing what I do, and looking forward to talking with you guys today and doing some stuff. Okay, so that is open there. Got a live chat here opening. Gonna go back here, and okay, so we are streaming. That is good to know. And we will go. Okay. All right. So we are streaming to TikTok. I'm sorry I had to do that. This stuff is so confusing, but I'm not going to worry about it. We are good. All right. Now, what I'm going to do now is start drawing, because that's what I'm doing. Everyone else should be ready to rock. You guys should see my desktop here. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce back and forth from project. And by the way, sorry I started a little late today. It's, just dealing with my mom and stuff. And we had a pretty long night yesterday. We were by my brother's gallery opening show at MoMA yesterday. And so it was good. So we didn't get back in until late. And, just basically, when your mom is 86, almost 87, you are out, but you're really watching her while she's out. That's really what it is. But it's pretty cool. So this is a Prince Rivers character here. So what I'm going to do here, because I have to update some of these images, so you can see Prince JD hybrid, and we're going to go here now. We're going to try to find that. It is right there, right? So what I'm going to do here is the following. So first of all, let's see. We got this here. We're going to go back to Clip Studio Paint, and I want to go here to Black Prince, and here is where things get kind of interesting, because I'm trying to finish these panels here, and I told the guys I would get them stuff in, but there's a part of me wants to finish stuff because this is enough material here for 2 panels, and I'll show you what I mean here in a moment. So this is the entirety of Black Prince that's kind of sort of done. Those are the pages laid out there, and again, that's what happens when you're multitasking. Probably help to turn on your desktop here. So for Black Prince, this is what I'm doing. This is a graphic novel I'm working on for University of Georgia Press, with Stephen Berry as the author, and I've gotten a lot of it done, but it's just bouncing back and forth on so many different projects, which is cool. I let everybody know that's what I was going to be doing, so that's no big thing. I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I will live with that. So live chat. See here, go on time. I think we can close this guy here. Read and read to okay. I think we're good. All right. Tag me. Please enable channel. I have enabled the channel. So we got our chat here. Our chat here. I think we're good. And we're not going to worry about anything else beyond that. All right. Let's go here. Let's refresh that. We should have a live going. Maybe not. Yes, it is live. So that's good to know. And there's my live. So we are streaming live. So let's go here. And okay, so I can see, so everyone should be able to see me now on TikTok. This has been a real challenge and task to get this going, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so now let's try to get a little bit of this stuff done here. So here's what we're going to do. Whoops, is that back there? So part of what's happening here is, let's just double click here. So this right here, this is a double page spread, right? And with this double page spread, the way I'm doing it, because I'm using Clip Studio Paint, it's like I'm working with it, but it's like, how would I say? It's like I really need to work with a double page spread. And so I need to be working like, say, let's go here. Oh, hang on. I need to be working like this. So if I double click on that, it needs to open up to a double page spread, right? So that's what needs to happen. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say save. Okay, so we know we have that, right? So watch here. So I'm going to go here to that one. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate this page here. Right? So we're going to duplicate that. So what we've got now is 2 of these. So I'm going to take this guy here, and I'm going to select everything in here, basically these things here. I'm going to do copy. Well, actually, I can do Command C. Hello, how you doing, ZR187? I'm just doing my graphic novel here. I'm going to be drawing today, and it looks like after weeks of trying that I'm not only am I streaming, I'm actually, you guys can see me drawing. You can see my desktop. I use a combination of Clip Studio Paint Photoshop as well as other programs. I'll get into the weeds. Hello, Gianni. How you doing? So that's what I'm doing here. All right, so let's move into this. And what we're going to do now is we're going to copy this over to the double page spread here. So that's basically that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here. So I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to delete these guys. Right? And I'm going to copy paste these guys. So effectively what's happening here, might not be able to see it as clearly, but let's open this up here. All right, now we're going to turn those layers on. So this right here, watch this. This goes over here. So that horse here actually goes over there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this. And it's kind of good to be getting to this, to try to work some stuff out. I am so sad Instagram is not working so much anymore, but that's okay. No worries, no worries. I'll be back. I'll be back, like Arnold. So we're gonna go here. Okay, this is good. Yep, I like the way that looks. Okay, good. So we now actually have 2 panels per sequence. So we're gonna turn this off. All right, we're gonna go here. Like so, and we're going to bump these up, the resolution on that up quite a bit. So as you can see here, actually 2 stories that are happening. It's like what's happening in the present tense, and then what's happening in the past tense, or kind of a future forward kind of thing happening. So we can go here. I think we're going to increase the size of these guys here. Nope, wrong one. Go here, increase the size of that. All right, and I can just, do it like so. That'll be good there. Not too much. Well, actually, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it like right there. Let's put that right about there. That's good. It's gonna look weird, but hey, what the heck? So we got that. Now this right here, this guy, that's pretty close. But what I feel like I need to do is I need to select this and separate this so that those images there can operate independently. So Command, hold on, make sure I got the right. I was about to copy it wrong. Command C, Command V. Okay, we got that one. Go here now. I'm gonna backspace on that. Oops. I'm gonna backspace on this. All right, make sure I got that. Okay, there we go. Okay, we did it. All right. So this horse here. So what's happening? This guy's on a horse and carriage. Hello, the real Taz1. Hello, Ghana Ba 2024. How you guys doing? My name is Tim Field. I'm just going to be drawing what I tend to do. I'm a visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist. When I work, just to let you guys know, I show how the sausage is made. I don't try to just put up finished image. I show comic work. This is actually work that I have. This is actual work, how I make my living as a graphic novelist. And I think perhaps that will be good for me to show people how that's done. I know there are plenty of people. I'm not going to be drawing pinups or anything like that. That's not what I do. I actually draw my work. I tell the story. I put together the lettering and everything. You can see here a little bit of sample here. I'll go here to this one. This will be good here. So this is a story told during the antebellum period. So I use a combination of different techniques to get this stuff together. And I'm showing that. And hello, Gators for Life. Hello, Sally Muldoon. How you doing? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm using things, a combination of photos, use a combination of found imagery. This lettering here, I should let you guys know, that's all going to be temporary. That's just temp lettering. And the reason why it's temp lettering is because the letterer for this book, his name is Leo McGovern. It's an awesome letter. Also, I think a very good comic book artist in his own right. Will be doing the lettering for this book. My issue for me right now, hello Tyler DeNova, how you doing? The issue for me right now is I need to get him finished pages so maybe he can make some money too. What do you think? That'll probably be pretty good. Anyway, so let's turn this on. Whoop, no, wrong thing here. We want to go to the horse thingy. Okay, so I like that. So I had actually done somewhat of a drawing there. We're going to go here. We're going to try. I've been having issues with having the character stay on my Autumn Plains, Bev, how you doing? Good to see you guys. All right, so now let's see. We're going to go here. All right, so let's make sure that these things here, so that's the top one there. That's the top one there. So we're going to turn that off. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure that these are pretty much kind of sort of the same dimensions. Let's do it like that. Yep. So we want those to be somewhat of the same dimensions. So like here. And I'm going to go here with my lasso tool. And you guys will see me refine the drawings as I go along through the day. Okay, so that's good, right? All right, I can live with that. Now let's take this over here. And by the way, for you guys that don't know, I try my best. Hello, everybody who's watching today. I appreciate you being here. One of the things I tend to do when I'm working is I'll do my breakdowns like this, right? And I will do my drawings as they go along. Now I'm gonna spend, I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming tonight. Again, my mom, hello Mina, Maine, how you doing? PM 2044 23, I guess that's what that is. I'm gonna be working here, so I will allow myself to turn these on and off if I want. Right now, let's focus just on this. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna turn on the horse thing. That one, no. This one, no. This one, there we go. So I'm going to move this down above that. So this is supposed to go like this. Now this is going to sound really weird here because when I did this drawing, I actually intended for it to be a 2D image. I mean a 2-page, double-page spread, but I didn't finish it because I had a lot of stuff going on. I always had a lot of stuff going on. So let me not try to sit here and suggest that I don't have a lot of stuff going on. I always have stuff going on. So we're going to go here. And I'm going to backspace and delete that. Hello, Zorada Soul. How you doing? So we can go here, Command D. Okay, so horse is there. And watch what we're going to do here. I'm now going to move this horse in place right there. But we need to enlarge that horse so that horse can sort of fit here. There we go. That looks pretty good. See? Well, it's a little bit big. Let's bring them down there a little bit. Yeah, right about there. Looks good to me. Yep, I like that. That's good. Now, you might be saying, well, Tim, if you're putting that there with the horse, is it going to conflict with the other horse? Well, no. Why? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase that other horse. But let's duplicate this layer here. And now... okay, so we got that there. I'm going to turn the resolution down on this. I'm using a large 32-inch Cintiq Pro. The reason why is I can't see as well as I used to. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. It's what it is. All right, so now let's start erasing this stuff here. We're going to erase here. We're going to erase all those different things we don't need. Oh, is that the one we want? No, that is not the one we want. Let's go back here. Let's make sure, first of all, we need to make sure we're erasing the right thing. There we go. So we'll go here. I hate to waste a drawing, but that's okay because I did save this as a duplicate. So now we're going to erase here. Yep. All right, feeling pretty good there. Hello, YouTube. How you guys doing today? I'm streaming to multiple platforms, Substack, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, LinkedIn. Not Instagram, though. Damn Instagram. Anyway, whatever. We ain't got to worry about that. So we're going to go back here to our page here. Did I lose that? No, we're gonna go here. I'm sorry, guys. So it's getting there we go. All right, weather warming. How you doing today? All right, now let's get rid of this here. We're gonna go off here, erase these parts. All right. So I'm just going to go for a little while today because part of what I'm doing here is My mom's in the other room. I want to make sure she's okay. But also, I am waiting for dinner to show up. Okay, so we got our pen here. It'd be helpful to grab that. Band D. There we go. See? And what I want is I want these drawings to appear to be very, not handmade. I don't want that. What I want them to have is I want them to have a certain level I want them to be drawn by hand. That's it. Even though I use digital to color and to add rendering texture, I still want this stuff to be drawn. Okay. So let's go here. We're going to go here. This is the top horse. We move him into position. Yep, I like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good there. So watch this. So we are now going to bring him up to full resolution. That's pretty good. I like the way that holds. Now we're going to merge these layers. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to merge selected layers. Okay, so now that is pretty much in place. Pretty much in place. Now there's only one other thing we need to do here. Let's zoom out. So this is our double page spread. Right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go right here. Command T. There we go. So we're going to say this horse and buggy is going to be right about there. Because we want the horse and the buggy to be pretty much in view. But we need to do it in such a way where we can allow for the image that is that's part of the story to show through. Hello, Amitra, how you doing? Is that Amitra? Amira, I'm sorry, Amira, how you doing? Cyrus Hunter, hello, Kenji-san. Colin Hammond, hello, how you doing? Thank you guys for, stopping by for a millisecond, however long it is that you stop by. I appreciate it. All right, let's bring this down just a little bit. Tweak it there a little bit. Okay, that's good. All right. Yep, I can live with that. Okay, right about there. That's good. Okay, good. So that's good. So again, this is a double page spread. It's 2 images put together, comic pages. And now what we want to do is we want to grab that there. Right, which I feel good about here. That's not terrible. We'll go right about there. And if I have to move this down even more, see, that might not be so bad there to be able to do that. So we can kind of see sort of what's happening. Yeah, maybe the key is, ideally right there, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see. Yep, that's pretty good. So we'll do that. Now, watch this. So I'm going to go here. So the way this is set up, I'm starting to see now that maybe what I need to do here is this. We're going to... Well, I won't worry about that now. We'll figure those out a little bit later. Right here is good, right? All right. Now, let's take our pen drawing. And I'm just going to block in some shapes here because this right here is kind of like the carriage that's being used here. Let's move this over a little bit. Again, I don't necessarily need everything to be perfect. I just need it to be, to convey some feeling, some emotion, right? Which is what I'm trying to do. There we go. All right, this is good. This is good. All right, now we will now go back to here. Okay, we don't need that. I'm going to move that to the bottom out of the way. We don't want to move that to the bottom out of the way. There we go. We need this guy here. And here's where it gets interesting. So if I have him here, and I'm going to draw him over a little bit there. We need to get him reduced in size to where he can fit. And I think right about there is all pretty close. Yeah, that is pretty close indeed. Right about there. And his arm should be there. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Right? Now the only thing with this is I could do better. Hello, Alana Ray. How you doing there? Hello, Yemaya. 117. How you doing? One thing I'm doing here, I probably could do a little bit better with the carriage, but for right now, that's okay. So we're going to reduce the resolution down on that carriage there. And we're going to reduce the resolution down on this guy here too. Just a little bit. There he is now. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to draw over him on a separate layer. So let's go here. Now let me take my models and I'll explain to you what I mean by that. So if I go here, this is our head model right here for you guys who can't see. Right? As our head model for this character here. What we're going to do is, because I did certain shots in profile, it means that things are going to pretty much adhere to what I want. All I have to do is just copy paste what's there. Okay, so we'll go here. And actually that is a Clip Studio Paint file. So what I will do, since all that is on kind of a transparent background. Hello guys, how you guys doing? I'm now going to cut because I know this is a profile view. Okay, Command C. Then we will go, all right, we don't need that. We're going to close that one off. All right, right there. Now we're going to hit this with a Command V. So that's copy, paste. So you can see that's pretty big there. So now what I'm going to do is I'll move this over here. Hit Command T. Going to drop that down a little bit there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe just a little bit lower there. Let's go here and see what's happening. Let's go here and see what is happening. All right, that is not terrible. Yep. I think I'm good here. Okay, let's move this up just a little bit so he will have his hat on there. Cut this here. All right, now we're going to go here in this section. I do not consider what I'm doing to necessarily be tutorials or anything like that. I'm not doing tutorials. I'm just drawing, guys, having fun, doing my thing, trying to have some fun at least. All right, now we're going to go back here because the way this comic is drawn, we wanted to have that rough kind of ink line look. All right, there we go. Boom. Oops. That's a little shaky back there because I have a dead scan line. All right, there we go. All right, boom. And bam. Whoops. That scan line, I swear to God, it seems to be moving around a bit, but that's okay. Go here. There we go. Let's fix this part here. All right, we're going to erase off in here a little bit. And I think one of the things I'm going to do here is, since I'm working, I'm probably going to play a little music. I hope you guys can hear what I'm going to be playing here. I don't know if you will. If you can, great. But these are different things that I play sometimes to get myself in the right mindset when I'm doing my stuff. Hello, Headhunter. How you doing? All right, so separate layer there. Yep. All right, let's turn this off here to take a look at that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Look at that. Yep. All right, here we go. And let's take that there. Boom. Great. I'm not looking for perfection with my drawings. I'm just looking for it done and to have a little energy to them. There we go. Boom. Right there. See? Yep. There we go. All right, I'm going to take this here. I'm going to say that hand needs to be just like this. I'm not trying to slavishly mimic reality here. I just wanted to have a little heart. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, that was fun. Let's see here. Hello, Peggy. Perry Musgrove. I'm sorry. My eyes are bad. I said on my drawing classes. I do have a new pair of drawing glasses, or reading glasses. That's a little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. A little foggy there. Whoa! Mouse almost fell down there. Here. All right. Let's keep going here. This is good. Again, the idea is to be able to do something that's going to have a little funk to it. I don't mind funk. I think funk is our friend. All right, let's go here. Let's take this here. Let's take that point up there a little bit. There we go. And I'm keeping it really loose in terms of the drawings. All right, now, I think if I'm looking at this, his head seems a little bit large. But that's okay, because I think I can fix that. Because I could make its body bigger or his head's larger. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. There we go. Right there looks good. And I think that with a broader neck, higher neck would be pretty good. There we go. There. All right, I like that. All right, that's pretty good. And I will have him here, have one arm there. This is the other side of his arm. There we go. Yeah, I like that. All right, like that. In the loose drawing, that's like I said, certain things like other projects that are, hello, him, how you doing? How you doing, Alan? Hello, Zoe Draftis. Zoe Drafts, how you doing? Thank you for liking my live, appreciate it. Let's see here, we're gonna go here. All right, now, got that done. I think for now what we'll do, I think we're good here. That looks okay. I feel good about that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on See this one here, we're going to turn that off there. Now we're going to turn on the thing with the horse. Okay, now here's where we can make the adjustment. See what's happening there, guys? It's like he is too small, but that's okay because we can fix that. And T, whoops. Go here, Command T. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Nice. Nice. Nice, Moneypenny. Nice. Hello, Akira. Nice name. Thank you. Let's see here. Now what we're going to do here, because we can, we're going to take these things here. We're going to drop them there. And in fact, we'll do one here as well. Let's bring this down here just a little bit. Yep. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'll be able to fuse that with the other part of the item here. Right there. So some of these things can be sort of, they can be not perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect, but they can have an energy to them that's pretty good. All right, that's good there. All right, now let's get this part in here in. There we go. And the good thing is all of these images here are going to fuse in terms of the black art here, black background here. All right, now, so that's kind of interesting. It's a little bit weird, but that's okay. You'll see what's going to happen in just a moment when I darken that up. See what happens, how that feet kind of blends in there? So that's all right. So now we can take this. We can do that. As a matter of fact, there we go. There we go. Yes. There we go. Now, I'm going to take this guy's torso here, and what I'm going to be using is the warp tool. Hello, JR Junior Web TV. I guess that's what that name is. I don't know. Hey, how you doing? Pleasure. My name is Tim Fielder. I'm a visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist. All right, we're going to be merging these two now, because I think I can live with that. Should he be a little bit smaller? Let's make him a little bit, just a smidgen smaller, and move him up there. There we go. Even with the like little scatter lines on there, I'm cool. All right, cool. I can live with that. Now we're going to merge these two and we will live with the results. All right, great. So we've got that. Now the next thing we need to do, the horse is there. The horse is good, because the idea behind this particular book is what we're looking for is we are looking for the main character. It's like a journal, because this is a black man during the antebellum South who actually is an escaped slave, but he goes on to become, during the Reconstruction era of the 19th century, the post-Civil War era, he goes on to become this amazing like business entrepreneur, but then he goes into politics. So we want these drawings to feel sketchy and of the period. That's the idea behind it. So, but what I want to do here before I do any of that, right there, over here, we need to just blend a few things in here. There we go. So now we will go here. There we go. I don't mind that black line there, and make that arm there a little bit thinner. Ah, much better. Just keep working the lines. Keep working the lines, baby. Now, watch this handle here. We're going to take that handle. We're just going to erase a little bit here. See, we just dropped him in there because we just did a quick eraser. Again, I'm not looking for perfection from this stuff. I'm just looking for a little bit done here. All right, let's go here. I think I'll take his chair here. And I will make that arm here. Let's do this. This will be good. Go right off in here. There we go. See? Yep. All right, I can live with that. All right. Yep, I can live with that. All right, fine. Boom. Got it. All right. So for now, what I'm going to do here is we're going to leave this background kind of open the way it is because there's some things we want to do with it. But for this part, now we're going to turn this off. We're going to go here. Well, let's leave that on right quick. And now what we've got to do is we've got to get the storytelling straight that happens in this sequence here. These panels here, from what I can see, they need to be moved inward. So now we're going to take here. We're going to go here. We're going to move these guys closer together. Bam, just like that. Yep, that's pretty good. All right, so that'll be this. You'll have him there. That looks pretty good. In fact, I think maybe we can move this horse over just a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Okay, now we're going to go here. We're going to move these guys over, see? Move him right, say there. Yep, I like that. All right, now we're going to go here. I'm going to move this panel up. So this is how I do breakdowns. I do breakdowns. I have to go in and tweak and begin to, sometimes I'll experiment with different layouts. Hello, my melody. How you doing? Hello, user 4816585895008. That is a long handle. How you doing? Let me put these reading glasses on again. Again, I set on my reading glasses the other day. So that was embarrassing? Sure it was. But the worst part is I couldn't see. Okay, what are you going to do? All right, so we got that. Now, I like this. I would consider the drawing here because it's sketchy. Of course, when I draw, guys, just so you give you an idea. By the way, for those folks who are looking here, do a book, Infinitum, an Afrofuturist tale. I do Maddie's Rocket, all Afrofuturist graphic novels, science fiction, fantasy, mostly science fiction. But we also have this guy here, Graphic History Hip Hop, done with my writing partner, Dr. Walter Grayson, and our managing partner, Christina Hungsbrook Lamatina. And okay, so we got this right here. So I'm selling books very soon. I would imagine within the next, I would like to do it this month, but we just got to see if we're going to have the resources to pull it off. I will begin doing live social selling. Because I believe for any artist or cartoonist, whoever is online, that is simply the way you want to do it. You want to do live social selling. I think live social selling is the future. And I think anyone who is even has even half of an entrepreneurial bone in their bodies, that's just something that they might want to consider. That's just my 2 cents, though. There we go. Okay, good. I can live with that. Can live with that. There we go. And I'll put the ribbon and all that stuff in a little bit later. Okay, so now what we're going to do here, because we can, I will merge these two layers here, and I'm going to drop the resolution down on there. All right. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. Okay. We have a phone call here. Let me take that there. Hello. Hello, you downstairs?
Yeah, man. I guess they must have fixed his door now. What's that buzzer number? Isn't it a number I could put in?
Yeah, I'll be downstairs to get you in 2 minutes. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, man.
Okay.
All right. All right, guys. Looks like I gotta go now. It has been a pleasure seeing you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I generally stream between four. I start between 4 or 5. That's what it's been. I try to do it early before 5, and I'll go sometimes for an hour, sometimes for 2 hours, sometimes for 3, sometimes for 4. But today I've only gone for 42 minutes, and I gotta go. Take care. Stay out of trouble. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.